This is Eagle Owl, and today I will be talking about the Eagles. Should we get rid of Quez Watkins? Also, AJ Brown. Yes, I actually believe he's the next TO. And also the Nakobe Dean situation, man. It's getting sticky because he's eligible to come back this week. But what will the Eagles do? But let's get straight into it. All right. So before we get straight into it, I think I actually might add this to the title, but Jaylen Herz is just a winner, man. He is a winner. So first and foremost, through the last 3 weeks, Jaylen Hurts is the only quarterback to throw over 1,000 yards. The last 3 weeks, not including what week 1 and week 2, but the last three, he's been playing out of his mind. We have to acknowledge that. And also, this is what I mean that he's a winner. Jaylen Hurts has won each of his last 11 regular season starts. 11-20, 2022 through 10-8, 2023, tying the Eagles record. Also through 12-21-21 through 11-3, 2022. He is the only NFL QB since the 1970s merger to have multiple 11 plus game winning streaks at the age of 25 or younger. That's what I mean about Jaylen Hurts. Over a lot of these quarterbacks, some of these quarterbacks might be more gifted than Jaylen Hurts. Bigger arm, bigger guy, 6'8", can sling the ball. But one thing, my guy got over. A lot of these guys in the NFL, majority, he can win games, and he's not going to go out like no sucker. He's not. He's going to play to the end, Cowboys, and he's going to find a way to win. Like last game. Oh, that game, I don't know. The Rams been looking a little good. The offense, I really don't know. Our offense been stinking it up. Jaylen Hurts went into that game like, I'm winning this game by all means necessary. Even if it probably cost me my knee and ankle. Yes. Watch that short, man. My guy, Jaylen Hurts, really almost broke his ankle. But in all seriousness, Jaylen Hurts, again, is just a winner at all means necessary. So he just fit the Philadelphia mold. Guy that was doubted comes to Philadelphia and do his thing. We could say the same thing about Nick Foles. Bounced around in the league, thought about retiring, get his opportunity in Philadelphia and win the Super Bowl. So he got that Nick Foles heart in him. He definitely do. All right, so let's get into the topics, man. This one keep coming up. And I think I'm on a lonely island by myself when I say this. I don't think Quez time is up. That's the big question. Should the Eagles trade Quez Watkins? No, I don't believe that. Yes, you got me. That 3rd and 2, I was pissed. I'm not going to lie. I was pissed off. But really after that, or even before that, Quez was getting open a lot this game. A lot. One, Jaylen Hurts missed him earlier in the game, and Jaylen Hurts missed him in the touchdown. There's nothing he can do about it. There's nothing he can do about that, but to want to get rid of him, maybe trade him for some picks or trade him away and get another safety. Well, you probably got me on the safety thing, but do you trust Covey and Devin Allen or either or to be a number 4 wide receiver? I really don't. Even if we got to downgrade Quez Watkins, I don't think we should get rid of him. Again, last game he showed me he can get open. And again, he made a mistake on the 3rd and 2. Should he went inside? Absolutely. But let's be fair, man. Let's talk about the real reason why y'all want to get rid of Quez Watkins. Because when you think of Quez Watkins last season, you think of the 2 losses we had last season with Jaylen Hurts starting. You think of the Washington loss. Hell, you might even think of the Cowboys loss. And you think of the Super Bowl. Think of the Super Bowl because if Quez Watkins catch it and he's down at like the 2 or the 1, we can almost guarantee at least last year that's a guaranteed touchdown, or even this year with the tush push. Instead, that turned into what, 3 points when on that Quez drop. Then you think of Washington. Could have won that game. He catches it, he fumbles. This is what it is. The Cowboys game. He let Deron Bland just snatch it out his hands. And those are the reasons why you want to get rid of Quez. Because to me, this season, when his number was called, said that one time, he was fine. We don't want to get rid of AJ because he had a few drops. Devontae Smith, we don't want to get rid of him because one of the interceptions that Jaylen Herz threw in the Buccaneers game, that was Devontae Smith's fault. You don't want to get rid of those guys because we love those guys. We just have a hate for Quez Watkins right now because we're recency bias. Let's keep it real. I don't want to get rid of Quez. I simply don't. I'm sorry to break it down to y'all like that, but I don't. The all 22 shows me he was getting open and Jaylen Herz was missing. I'm not seeing him. Now, the question should be, do Jaylen Herz trust Quez Watkins? Because he was wide open in the end zone. Also, Zacchaeus, right? Zacchaeus last game, even though I honestly think it should switch to Zacchaeus as the number 3. But last game, I think Zacchaeus dropped it on the 3rd down, if I'm not mistaken. He almost cost us the game. But what I could say is that Jaylen Herz trusts him and threw it to him again, and he caught it for the 1st down. I gotta give Zacchaeus that. I gotta give Jaylen Herz that. But after that 3rd and 2, Jaylen Herz just stopped looking Quez Watkins' way. I don't think that's fair because Quez again was getting open. Y'all have to understand, man. The reason why you seen AJ going off and the reason why you seen Dallas Goedert going off is because Quez was stretching the field. You gotta watch the tape. Because Quez was stretching the field, it opens up the playbook for the other guys. It does. So yeah, I personally don't think we should get rid of Quez Watkins. I think it's a ridiculous statement at this point. It's a lot of emotions. You gotta use your logic and really look at the tape. Quez was solid. His stats don't show it, but he was good last game. This is what it is. He got open twice. Could have been game changers. We end up winning anyway. But again, Quez, you know what? Let me just say it. Quez and Devontae Smith gonna go off next game. Let me just say it. Quez and Devontae Smith is going to go off next game. They are. All right, so let's get into the next topic. Nakobe Dean. We are in a sticky situation. Why do I say that? Well, Nakobe Dean, I think I got it here. He's eligible to play against the Jets. He's eligible to play against the Jets. And this is his PFF grade when he was in. And Zach Cunningham's is still about the same, 64, 65. But Nicholas Morrow is playing like a Pro Bowl linebacker. So do you take out Zach Cunningham, who was playing better than Nakobe Dean? Do we try to rotate him? But this is where the politics of football probably going to annoy the Eagles fans, right? What do I mean by the politics of football? Because you drafted him in the 3rd round, there will be calls made to higher ups like, you know, why Nakobe Dean is not playing and we picked him in the 3rd round. And if you try to stop the production or the hot hand right now of the linebacker room, it's going to cause some problems, man. In my opinion, Kobe Dean got a red shirted again. You could rotate him in here and there, but Nicholas Morrow again. Yeah, he dropped a pick. Yeah, he missed the forced fumble. But he plays solid since he been in. Like, he's having a Roquan Smith and Bobby Wagner type year. You don't just sub a guy out like that. I don't want you subbing out Zach Cunningham because he been a above average linebacker. This is the best linebacker tandem we had in a long time. But hopefully the politics, man. Hopefully the politics don't get involved. Just ride the hot hand. Please just ride the hot hand. Like even though I'm going a little bit off topic, but even the running back room. I love Kenny G. Y'all know I do. But I think they're forcing Kenny G out there because he was drafted by the Eagles, what, fourth, fifth round, if I'm not mistaken? That's the politics of football. Whereas though DeAndre Swift, he should be taking about 80 to 90% of the snaps, but it is what it is. But I do say Kenny G is one hell of a pass blocker. I give him that. Kenny G is one hell of a pass blocker. It's going to be hard to have DeAndre Swift play 80 to 90% of the snaps because of that. But Kenny G can pass block his butt off. But back on topic, again, Nakobe Dean, man, we got to sit him out. We got to do what's right for the team, man. This ain't time for the politics. This ain't that time. No way. No way. And if they try to do that politic BS, Eagles fans gonna be on. I'm gonna be on them. All right. I guess the last topic of the day, the one I get the most backlash about. I say a lot of things, but this one, y'all give me a lot of backlash about it. When I say AJ Brown, it's the next TO. Far as wearing green. You know, T.O. did his thing in San Francisco, did his thing in Philly. Also, he did his thing with the Dallas Cowboys. Even when he went to Cincinnati for older player, if I'm not mistaken, his numbers weren't that bad. Even in Buffalo, his numbers weren't that bad. But back to AJ Brown. Of course, he has a young career. But AJ Brown, man, let's look at the numbers, man. Terrell Owens, in his first 21 games as an Eagle, 124 catches, 1,963 yards, 20 touchdowns. A.J. Brown through 21 games, 117 receptions, 1,910 yards, and 13 touchdowns. The numbers are very, very close. And T.O. got more catches, and T.O. was the clear number one at the time, right? And A.J. Brown got to basically share touches with Devontae Smith and still putting up these numbers. He got to share touches with Dallas Goedert as well, still putting up these numbers. So when I make a statement like this, I'm not just talking out of my behind. AJ Brown is the closest thing we've seen since T.O., and I think he has the potential of being better. If AJ Brown win the Super Bowl with the Eagles, yes, he will be better. He will be the best wide receiver in Eagles history. I know we want the homegrown Devontae Smith because he is homegrown. But, man, it's really hard to deny what A.J. Brown is doing. Really is. It's hard to deny what he's doing. He's doing phenomenal things. And I think he can be up there, man. He's up there. But I like A.J. Brown since Tennessee, so I was very happy when we got him. I wanted him out the draft. I thought he was different. I wanted him and Debo. I wanted him and Debo. When we passed on, what's this the draft with DK Metcalf? This was the draft with DK Metcalf. And I wanted DK Metcalf. I wanted I think Debo Samuels came out this draft. I didn't really want Terry McLaurin. I wanted a bigger wide receiver at the time. I'm like, man, we could get A.J. Brown or DK Metcalf. Then we end up getting J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. But A.J. Brown ended up coming to the Eagles anyway. And he's a star, man. He's just simply a star. Diva. Yes, he is. He's a diva. But he's definitely a star. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel, man, about the news today? No, a little long video, longer than I usually make them. But this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm a,